So here we're going to take a look at the cordless freehand cutter. Here I'll show you the product features, accessories, consumables, and also how you can maintain your product to get the most out of it. So here we'll just have an overview of the freehand cutter. So firstly, with the weight of it's 3.2 kilos, and it's got variable speed at the back here from 4500 all the way through to 8500 RPM to work with different materials. Our front clearance is 16mm, so that's when we're working into a corner. We can actually bring that back, and the distance of 16mm is from the back of the footprint of the base to the front of that. And it's got a side clearance of 23mm, so if we are cutting down an edge down that way, it'll have a 23mm distance to get into that as well. It's got a cutting depth of 27mm straight onto the metal base, and if we want to fit the protective cover, that'll then give us a cutting depth of 24mm. The housing itself is separate to the motor to reduce vibration, so when we're using it, minimal vibration, and it's also in the handle as well, so we can screw the handle in there, and that'll then give us vibration control on both of it, so it makes it easier to use. The motor itself is fully sealed to dust. That's a brushless motor, so there's no maintenance on that. And also the tool is fitted with restart protection, so if we plug a battery in and we use the tool goes flat and we pull the battery out. If we put a new one in, it won't start, so that protects the user. It's also got a quick acting safety brake, and also if we do overload the machine, it'll have a cutout on it for the overload protection as well. So when we are using this and we've got the handle on, so what happens is we miss out on this distance from the blade to the actual corner. So when we do use the hood to get into that corner, we can retract that all the way back. We need to remove the handle because it won't pull back with the handle or with this base plate on. So when we're cutting right into the corner, we would remove the protective base plate, we would remove the handle, and then when we're cutting into the edge, we can then retract that all the way back, and that'll allow us to get right into that corner and access the corner. Just to have a look at the accessories for the diamond cutter. So firstly, it's on the standard 18 volt range, but we can get non-Bluetooth or Bluetooth batteries for it. So Bluetooth's a benefit, particularly when we're working with dust extraction with this cutter. We can cut directly off the metal base, but if we have got material that'll scratch quite easy, that's where this comes with it, but you can also use it, get it as an accessory, is we can clip that protective base on as well. That extends the footprint of it, but also protects any material that can scratch easy. Just a couple of maintenance tips with the freehand diamond cutter. Firstly, obviously using the disc the correct way. So on every disc you've got the arrow and the direction of rotation on the grinder itself. So just making sure they're positioned properly. In relation to your contacts on your tool, your battery, and also your charger, just making sure they're clean so that when you are charging your batteries, you're getting the full capacity in them and you don't have any charging problems with that. On the tool itself, you've got the cooling air dust where it's pulling the air through and exiting the machine. Just make sure that they're kept clear as well, so they can be blown out just so they're free from any dust. The big benefit of the motor is that it's totally encapsulated and sealed from dust, so this means that the motor won't suffer anything, but it still relies on the cooling air on these fins just to keep it cool as well. So these are just a couple of maintenance tips to get the most out of your diamond cutter. So that's it for this guide. Hopefully that allows you to get the most out of your product. If you've got any other questions or need further information, just head to our website. it.